In this video, I'm going to give something away to you. I've created a master prompter that you can use in ChatGPT, Claude, or any other text search-based platforms, basically. And so I've did a lot of research in the past couple of months since we started to implement AI into our business more and more. And I realized that whatever we are doing, text-to-speech, text-to-text, text-to-image, there is always one underlying technology that we need to get right, or an underlying know-how, which is prompting, right? So I did a lot of research, I did a lot of tests, and this is what I found the most useful so far. So I basically created a master prompter that I fed all the information that I found and found useful. And basically, I created this flow where the prompt master helps me create a prompt for my use case. And I'm going to walk you through on this master prompter, and I am going to give it away in the description. So try it for yourself. And I would be happy to your feedbacks if it worked properly for you and generated actually good and useful prompts, or there needs to be some improvements. So let's jump in and see how it works. So we do have this master prompter here. So there are like two buttons here which kind of like explains to you how this works and how the structure is built up. And then this button is like, help me create my own prompt step by step. This is what you shall click on. Let's see how this is going to work. All right, let's create a prompt step by step. Define the role, identify the role. For example, expert in a certain field, creative storyteller, describe any qualities. Can you give me a couple of profession examples so I can choose something to test you, basically? Data analyst, digital marketing specialist, customer support, software engineer. Wow, nice. AI researcher, something about food. Let's go with the nutritionist. I like this one. All right. I am a nutritionist. Or it, yeah. So let's go with the nutritionist. So you are a world-class nutrition expert with the following credentials. And then obviously, if you are a nutritionist yourself who is creating this prompt, you are going to know like what are the credentials that would be relevant for your use case. Now basically, if this prompt is going to be produced for you, you can have this as a template for your later use cases, right? So this is like a template prompt creator for you. So you are a world-class nutrition expert with the following credentials. Something. And what else did it tell us? Quality is precise and analytical. Yeah, I should say precise and analytical. You are precise, analytical, always backing up your responses with data. Perfect. So this is going to be our role part of the prompt. This is already your prompt, or the nutritionist's prompt that we have here. So you are a world-class nutrition expert with the following credentials, a list of credentials. Obviously, it needs to be a field. You are precise and analytical, always backing up your responses with data, reputable sources, and research studies. Perfect. So it says that we can go to the next step, which is task definition. Let's move on to tasks. All right, so it actually gives us a couple of options like meal plan creation. Let's go with meal plan creation. Create a balanced weekly meal plan for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Budget friendly, relevant. All right. And then since this is going to be your prompt, maybe you could say, maybe you could generate 3 separate versions. One for, I don't know, like weight loss maintenance and maybe muscle gain. And then you could create like a database where you say that there should be like 250 grams. I'm just going completely off the cuff. 200 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbohydrate, and then 300 grams of fiber. Note that the total daily intake should be around, yeah. Can you tell me let's see if I guessed that correctly. I think I underestimated these numbers here, but it would also tell us like how many calories those are. Oh, well, actually 2400 is pretty close. Shall we move on to specifics? Yes, before we move on, add the kilocal requirement to the task prompt. Oh, I mistyped, but it will understand. Let's go to specifics. You see, it's very simple here. You are a world-class nutritionist. You are making a customized meal plan. Let's go to specifics. The master prompter is giving you ideas, right? Like restrictions, preferences, meal structure, food variety, these kind of things. Since I'm not a nutritionist, I'm gonna take all of these things and use these as specifics. But as you are the professional, you can add anything that you think is important. Allergies, yeah, exactly. That can be also included. All right, perfect. Let's go to context. So now as we have the context, let's compare it with the specific. So the specific, as you can see, is like very, very exact, yes or no kind of answers and boundaries that you can set here in the specific section. And the context is more like an explanation of the life situation or the prompt situation that you would like to have. So it's more like an essay, if you will, a short essay, and explains what the whole prompt is about to do. So yeah, I'm gonna just use the very same thing that the prompt master recommended me. Spot on. All right. Yeah. Once it's done, the next one is examples. Move forward to examples. And this is going to be actually the hardest, especially in the beginning. Like if you don't have specific meal plans for weight loss, muscle gain, or maintaining the weight, then it's going to be a hard part. If you already do have a lot of meal plans that you should, if you're a nutritionist expert and you are working with clients, then you are just putting in a few examples. Like for example, for weight loss, this is an example, and you put in like very, very very exact meal plans. Honestly, I found that this is the most important part of the whole prompt system, having good examples, because if ChatGPT is going to see that you are using a lot of apples instead of pears or asparagus instead of pickles, then obviously it's going to put more asparagus in the meal plan, right? Because that's what meets more the examples requirement, right? So let's see what it gives us as examples. Meal, Greek yogurt, portion size 1 cup. Nice, example 2. Yeah, so this can be broken down in a lot of ways. So you can categorize the examples for yeah, as I said, weight loss or muscle gain. You can categorize it for like breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can also add the calorie information. And yeah, you can categorize it in a lot of different ways. Or you could say that I do not have examples at the moment, so please leave it to be decided. And once I will use the prompt without examples, and it will give me good meal plans, I'll feed back the information to the main prompt if I like a specific meal plan. So basically, you can tell ChatGPT to just go randomly, and then once it gives you like a good meal plan, you are going to save and feedback to ChatGPT. So this is a living and breathing prompt that you are going to have. You can always come back and extend the example section and kind of like reorganize it. All right, examples based on preferred once outputs have been reviewed. Yeah, that's fine. Or yeah, you can just say to be added later or something like that. And then one final section is the notes section. So move forward. So what I found during my research is that it's taking the beginning of the prompt more seriously and the end of the prompt more seriously. So it's kind of like the human brain, if you will, like what you heard at first, that's what you're going to probably remember, or based on recency, what you heard last that you can remember. So if you, let's say, have been sitting in a class for an hour and a half, you might remember the last 10 minutes or the first half an hour, but you probably forgot a lot of information in the middle. And that's why at the end of the section, notes are extremely important, because you can kind of like repeat information from specifics, what was really, really important to you. So for example, allergies, if that needs to be reinforced, that can be done here. You can use the output formatting, so how you exactly want it to look. The answer should be like the next 7 days, day 1, day 2, day 3, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner with the exact breakdown of calories and also how much protein, fiber, and carbohydrate it consists of. You can tell the output formatting exactly how you want it to see. Negative prompting, avoid highly processed foods. Yeah, that can be also one. Keep the language clear, accessible. All right, key points, emphasize nutritional balance. Yeah, copy and paste. I am ready to deploy. All right, perfect. So, welcome to your prompt. Basically, this is going to be your prompt that you can feed into ChatGPT. So, let's copy this. Obviously, there are a few parts where you need to have like manual inputs. For example, the calories or the exact breakdown of the nutrition content, right? And then a couple other ones. But if you are storing this in like a Google Drive, you can always make it like red color or something that you will recognize that that's actually a variable. Or if you are using this prompt in an automation in make.com or any other systems, then you can just put the variable here, and then once someone fills out a form, that variable can be fed into the prompt, and then the answer is going to be based on that variable information. Let's test this out on a brand new GPT. Hey, what can I help you with? Day 1 meal plan, portion size, nutrition information, ingredients. Nice. So basically this is for breakfast. It breaks down to ingredients. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do something very useful here once it's finished. We are still at day 1, as I can see, right? Oh, this is day 1. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, okay. So, can you make it for the entire week? And this is what's going to blow your mind. Please wait for the end. Because what I'm about to do is that, well, once it generates for the entire week, I'm going to tell it to create based on the whole week's meal plan, create a shopping cart for me, shopping list, so I can go buy everything all at once. Please tell me exact quantities of each item. Done. So basically your shopping cart is also generated. All right, so we do have everything, right? Yeah, it's not very detailed, right? I would first ask to make an exact breakdown from day 2. Okay, from day 4, you have stopped to break down the plan. So please break down for each days. We are done with the exact breakdown for each and every day. So at this point, I'm going to tell to make like a shopping list for me. Perfect. Grains. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it even categorizes for me. So once I'm at a certain section, okay, nice. So once I'm at a certain section in the supermarket, obviously I can just grab all, and then I can go to the veggies, and then grab all, go to fruits, protein sources, nice, cooking essentials, soy sauce, okay, wrap bread, nice. And we do have our shopping list for the entire week with exact quantities. And yeah, that's pretty nice. If you're a nutritionist, you should definitely consider this and creating like an AI version of yourself, feeding it with all of your meal plan and all of your information, and then basically that would spit out a recommendation for your customers. And basically you can charge like if you make it really sophisticated. So I just created this in just a little bit over 20 minutes, maybe even less than that. Once you are fine-tuning it and it gives really good answers, basically you can give like a subscription-based GPT of yourself, like an AI Peter in my case, and they could ask me all sorts of questions, and I could make like a free version or maybe a paid version with some extra resources or something like that. So you should definitely consider this, and basically your knowledge could be infinitely scalable this way. All right, so this is pretty much it. Feel free to use my master prompter in the description. Let me know how you like it, what kind of prompts it generated for you. And I always appreciate if you write your feedback in the comment section or privately to myself on my Instagram or email or wherever. Thank you for coming along for this journey with me. See you in the next one.